Hey, what's up everyone? Chef Dan from Pizza is Life, and today we're gonna make thin crust, crispy pizza at home with fresh mozzarella and thinly sliced prosciutto. This pizza is to die for. It's one of my favorite combinations. Now, my goal is to make making pizza fun and accessible for everyone, so all of these ingredients you can get from Whole Foods, including the dough, including the sauce. If you wanna make your own dough or sauce, that's totally legit, but I wanna show everyone how you can just go to Whole Foods, buy these ingredients, and follow along with me. So make sure to hit that like button so other people can learn how to make my pizzas, and let's get in the kitchen and let's whip up this thing.
All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to preheat your oven to 500 degrees. Then we're going to flour our countertop, grab this Whole Foods dough that has been sitting out for 30 minutes just to make it easier to roll out. We're going to plop it down on our floured work surface. Then we're going to take some flour, sprinkle it down the middle because, bonus, you get to make 2 pizzas with this recipe. So we're going to cut it in half. You're going to stick the other dough ball in the fridge until you want to use it. Then we're going to heavily flour this dough because we're going to roll it out with a rolling pin for this thin crust pizza. And if you don't flour it heavily, it will stick. Also, this pizza is going to be more of an oval shape. It is not going to be an exact round because with this Whole Foods dough coming in a bag, it's not in a traditional dough ball. So if you were a home cook, or even me, an experienced pizza cook, trying to get it into a perfectly round dough ball would be quite a challenge. So we're gonna go for a more rustic, oval shaped thin crust pizza that will be easy for you to achieve at home. As you can see, I'm just rolling it, flouring it. You'll feel there's some sticky spots. Just keep on turning it over. And then this process right here that I fast forwarded, this is about 3 minutes of just this rolling, flouring, turning, and you just want to take it nice and slow. It's going to pull back a little bit, but after about 3 minutes, you're going to end up with this right here, a really nice oval shaped thin crust pizza. And boom, this dough is looking and feeling great. So now I'm going to flour my pizza peel. I'll link this pizza peel in the description for you. Then we're just going to gently slide this dough over onto the peel. Don't worry if it doesn't come on perfectly or if there's like some wrinkles in it. As you can see here, you can just use your hands and get it just the way you want it. And once you have it the way you want it, then the next step is going to be to add the tomato sauce. For this, I have 365 brand, just because it's the cheapest. It was only $2. I want to make this affordable for you as well as easy. So you can use a different one if you want, but this one worked just fine. I'm going to start spreading it around. You can get it as close to the edge as you want, but just make sure not to go over the edge or your pizza could stick to the peel when you go to land it in the oven and you're going to have a bad time. So after that, little secret, I like to grate some Parmesan Reggiano on there. I just find that before I add whatever the fresh cheese that I'm using, a little Parmesan Reggiano when baked underneath, I just think it provides an extra layer of flavor, and it is one of my secrets. The next ingredient we're going to add is fresh mozzarella. So you're going to want to do this before you start building the pizza. I just wanted to show you how I did this. If your mozzarella is not already sliced, just popped it out, cut it in half, and then I cut it into 1/4 inch thick slices like you see here. So when we start building this pizza, getting it to this point, you want to turn your oven to broil because we're going to get our pizza steel really, really ripping hot to create a nice crust on the bottom. So we're going to want to get that oven to broil while we're finishing off the mozzarella. And I like to start with the outside and work my way in with the mozzarella, just to make sure that the cheese is evenly distributed. Sometimes pizza ingredients tend to move towards the middle, not as much with thin crust because the rim doesn't poof out as much. Also, don't go super heavy. The cheese will melt a lot. It's very powerful. If you feel like you under cheese it, always you can put on more next time. But with pizza, especially quality pizza, less is often more. And this pizza is already looking amazing. It's time to make the magic happen. We're going to get it in the oven. Going to give it a little shake. Make sure it's going to come off of my pizza peel easily. My pizza steel is ripping hot. It's been broiling. You can see the broiler still on right here. As soon as I slide it off of my peel onto my steel, I'm going to put the oven, turn the broiler off and put the oven back to 500 degrees and bake it for 5 to 7 minutes. This is what it looks like after 7 minutes. The crust is forming. It's looking great. To finish it, we're just going to broil it for 1 to 2 minutes again until it looks like this. It looks absolutely beautiful. Now we're going to cut it. I like to cut it down the middle first. From there, you could cut it into 6 or 8 pieces. For this one, I'm going to cut it into 8 pieces. Once it's sliced, it is time to finish the job. All we have to do is garnish it and then eat it. So, Creminelli prosciutto, this is the one I picked. I just liked it because it was really thinly sliced. You don't want really thick slices. You want it to melt on the pizza. So I'm just gonna tear it down. Doesn't need to be huge pieces, just a nice little slice for each one. So we're gonna go ahead and finish that off. And then for the next ingredient for our garnish, a little bit more of that Parmesan Reggiano, because I don't know anybody that does not like some more freshly grated Parmesan Reggiano on their pizza. From there, just a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil and some freshly cracked black pepper, and that is it.
All right, and the eagle has landed, ladies and gentlemen. So check this out, and I have to say, the smells that were coming out of my kitchen after about a minute were just insane. Like, you guys are gonna freak out. It's gonna smell so good. This pizza looks amazing, nice and crisp. You can see it's holding its shape. It's not bending at all. It smells good, it looks good. The prosciutto is nice and melted. The olive oil is glistening. It's calling my name, so let's get in there and give this a taste. All right, that pizza was so good. I couldn't even stop to give my little spiel. I had to eat the whole thing. And as you can see, crust still holding up well, still nice and crisp, and it's been like 10 minutes since it came out of the oven, so this dough holds up really well. It's seasoned very well. The 365 brand tomato sauce, although it's not my favorite, it's a little thick after the bake, but the flavor's really good. It's not bad. I'll probably try another one next time. But these flavors with this mozzarella and the prosciutto and the really nice Parmesan Reggiano, the olive oil, I mean, these flavors are very sophisticated. It is gonna smell your whole house up. You are gonna love it. People are gonna freak out if you make this. Like, seriously, this makes you look like an absolute pizza god. So what are you waiting for? It's really simple. All you have to do is go to Whole Foods, buy all this stuff, and I showed you how to make it. So what are you waiting for? All right, before I go smash the rest of this pizza, make sure to hit the like button. I put a lot of work into these videos, and it really means a lot to me. It helps people find my content. I'm gonna keep these series coming where I go to like one location, be it Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, and find these ingredients, make it super easy, super accessible for everyone to make fire pizza at home. My name is Dan from Pizza is Life, and I'll see you later.